welcome to my classroom. It's a pleasure. In today's class, I want to help you avoid a very common mistake, saying, I don't know at work. First of all, it's very important to say that I don't know it's correct. But here, we all have moments when we don't know the answer, and that's normal. But instead of simply saying, I don't know, which can sound unprepared, I'll show you smarter, more professional ways to respond. I don't know is very informal. It's not wrong, but it's not the ideal response to give in a work environment. So, because most of my students are Brazilians, I always love to talk about pronunciation. So, here goes a pronunciation tip to you. I don't know. In order to sound more natural or flow better, instead of saying I don't know, try this. Don't know. Don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yes. So I don't know or I don't know is actually correct. And you can say that with your friends or family members. It's not wrong. But when you're at work, you want to use expressions and sentences. You want to go around saying, I don't know. You want to say it in a more prepared, professional, and smarter way. So let's start with this sentence. Let me look into that. I'll share an update shortly. How does that sound? I bet it sounds pretty professional. Well, that's just I don't know in disguise. Okay, now imagine this situation. Your boss calls and says, Hi Emma, how much you expected to receive in returns this month? Well, you are not sure. You're still working on the numbers. So instead of saying, I don't know, you say, Let me look into that and I'll share an update shortly. I repeat, let me look into that and I'll share an update shortly. Okay, now let's break down this sentence into simple parts. It's just a sentence, but in this sentence, we can find some clauses and other phrases that have multiple uses. Let's begin with the first part. Let me. Let me. You are asking for permission to take time. Let me also can be used to give another person permission or to introduce something new that you're about to do or that you're about to say. Look into that or look into that is a phrasal verb that means to research or to investigate. So it's very normal to hear someone say, look into, let's look into that. Let's look into the market research. Let's look into the new data we have. So instead of saying, I'm going to research or I'm going to check, you should use look into that. Let's go to the next words. I'll share. I'll share. That's a future action there. You're promising to tell them later, not right now. An update. An update is a new information or new results. So an update has to do with the latest information, the most accurate information. And finally, we use an adverb shortly, which means soon. So what's the spoken tip here? Spoken tips are the linking sounds. We say it like this. Let me. Let me. Let me look into that. And now, I want you to pay attention. I'm not saying and, I'm saying and now, and just the letter N. Let me look into that and I'll share an update shortly. Share an update. Share an update. I'm saying it as if it were one word. Share an update. Let me look into that and I'll share an update shortly. When we link the sounds together, we speak faster in English, or at least it sounds like we're speaking faster or more naturally. So, what's the take of the day again? You can reuse these expressions in many ways. Let me look into that problem. Can you share an update after the meeting? I'll give an update once I get the numbers. Once again, do not forget that you are not recommended, or it wouldn't sound very prepared if you said, I don't know, or if you said, I'm not sure. Instead, I want you to have this sentence in your palms or at the tip of your lips. I want you to practice saying this. Let me look into that and I'll share an update shortly. Practice this, have it in your notepad, have it in your book, so you can always use this when necessary. Thank you very much for watching this class, and I hope you enjoyed it. My name is Sophia, and I'm your business English teacher or international communication strategist. If you are interested in private classes for a project, or you are interested in knowing how international communication can help you and your company, I would love to hear from you. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.